Hello and welcome to the original Deus Ex, which of course is a direct continuation of my Deus Ex marathon. And a lot has been said about this game, of course, and even more has been written about Deus Ex, so I don't think it needs any introduction, frankly. But it's something I've never played for myself, if you were to believe this, and as the saying goes, you deserve to play Deus Ex at least once per lifetime. And here we are, my friends, and of course we're using a mod for this, one of the community mods, including Give Me Deus Ex, I believe is the abbreviation here. And this is the most current version, Beta 2.0, which should fix well, plenty of problems with the old game and also make it more suitable for modern pieces of hardware. And otherwise, well, I'm eager to get going, so why don't we do exactly that? And I can say that I'm probably not going to start it as a top-notch operative because, well, muscle memory and all. While the controls are certainly a bit different compared to Human Revolution and also Mankind Divided, but otherwise, well, let's just see what we can do here, shall we not? Yeah, of course in this old game we cannot here, frankly. Okay, but I recommend medium, so I suppose we try that. And games of this era as a reminder are goddamn freaking hard most of the time, so I suppose we try that. So, by the way, I've never played this game before, even tried anything except for the training mode, so, okay then. So, JC Denton, I guess he can stay exactly that, and I think it's our default portrait, isn't it? Or at least supposed to be. Now we can change a couple of parameters, but I think the default will just be fine here in this case. Okay, one thing I've already come to intensely dislike about this game is the fact that weapon skill works in the traditional RPG style, which means if we don't have any skill, we cannot even hold our weapon straight, which is just horrible, frankly, to be honest. Okay, we have some pistol training already. Okay, so demolitions probably relates to charges and grenades, I would suppose. Heavy weapon to machine guns and anything else in that category. Low tech, probably melee weapons, I would figure. Then we have the pistol and some assault rifles and also the shotgun, I think. Maybe? Maybe, I'm not quite sure. Right, okay, so we can allocate 5,000 skill points. And what exactly? Oh, that's say here, of course. Oh, is filling in an integral component of this game? I'm not sure. Okay, well, I suppose hacking could be interesting. Also kind of essential, I would think, right? By the way, I haven't decided how I will be playing a JC Denton because I'm completely unfamiliar with his thought process and his character overall. It's something we'll be figuring out as time goes by, I think. We need some hacking, don't we? I think it's pretty important. Well, it's actually not hacking, right? This is the lockpick and so on and so forth. Because, of course, this is not a Mankind Divided or Human Revolution, but the skills, they do work differently, of course. Okay, we can also steal some money from the ATMs, wasn't that great? Lockpicking could be useful, there are other ways to get past locks, of course. Like explosions or a crowbar even, depends on the door, of course. Okay, I suppose we put one in lockpicking. I can't do anything about the mouse acceleration in this menu, but I think it's more well behaved in actual gameplay, thankfully. Okay, so stealth probably increases the detection range, right? Well, I'm not quite sure how stealthy we will be, but I think we need some decent training in firearms, wouldn't you think? Medicine, yes, we need to heal ourselves. Medkits 30. Yeah, no regenerating health in this game. Yeah, it's old school, of course. We can perform a hard bypass with household materials. Sure, we can do that. Okay, whatever. I guess then we upgrade, what exactly? Maybe some rifle training could be a good idea, wouldn't you think? We can also downgrade the pistol skill if we wanted to. Okay, that leaves us with 1,000. What exactly? Oh, I'm not quite sure what this means, really. Apparently there are some, of course, in the training mode we also have an environmental suit someplace. Okay, that relates to all the gadgets we can carry then, I suppose. Okay, well, interesting. Maybe low tech? Yeah, melee weapons, right? And the stun pod, most importantly, I would figure. Well, I guess it would be swell if you could not blow ourselves up with grenades, wouldn't you think? I suppose we try that. Should be standard anyhow. And I think we carry over the remaining points, I think. What's about modifiers? I'm not quite sure. I've never played the game before, so I wouldn't notice anyway. I don't think that would be super interesting, I think, but certainly it's here if you want to use it. Okay, well, let's just read this again. Maybe we can try that. I think it's also some sort of experimental feature of this community patch. Because I would have to know what the drug effects even mean, you know? Okay, so apparently they have temporary buffs on use and debuffs on withdrawal. Okay. Well, I suppose, okay, why not? Okay, why not? I guess we try that. Otherwise, I think we're good to go, aren't we?
Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the senator.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting to get desperate.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as brightly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. The world left them behind long ago. We are the future.
We have other problems.
Why we see about that?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place, though. I'm more concerned about Savage. He's relocated to Vandenberg.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience, and their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider.
Yeah, always good in first life, yes?
Among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress. If necessary, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again. A new age. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon that city will be a reality, and we will be crowned its king.
Yeah, conspiracy is very fit in this game.
Kings.
A little bit over the top, maybe. Yes, yes, illusions of grandeur, Mr. Page, I see. Wow. Liberty Island of first mission here, I see.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your situation from HQ.
Okay, well, welcome to the fracturing country of the United States, right? I'll see what you can find here. It's a bit dark, would you think? But we do have a flashlight, thankfully, which drains some energy, I believe.
Paul, I thought you were in Hong Kong. Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name. Think I'd miss my brother's first day? Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on? The NSF. They hit one of our shipments. A few of them got away, but we trapped the rest in the statue. What are we waiting for? Looks like a textbook assault. The NSF took one of our agents hostage. The bots are holding the perimeter, but my orders are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how you handle the situation.
Yeah, indeed. Officer's assignment is a test, of course.
Electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNACO better issue some hardware. Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious. A non-lethal takedown is always the most silent way to eliminate resistance. Just in case, though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow.
Well, I'm not quite sure. Dieser terrorist, yes, NSF, we know they have some decent gear, courtesy of playing the other games, but, I mean, at least it was implied as such, of course. Well, are we going to cart around the sniper rifle for the rest of the games? Not really our style, at least it wasn't Adam's style. GEP gun, right? I'm not quite sure how useful it would be. I guess, in case we need it.
Never know when I might come up against some heavy armor. Give me the GEP gun. The GEP gun might be useful. They have a security bot on patrol near the statue entrance. Great. What's the first move? I'm going to give you a map of the island. If you can get to the North Dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors. He responds to the code phrase, iron and copper. You could avoid a lot of fighting, though, if you found a back way to the statue. I'll see how it looks on shore. Your primary objective is the makeshift command center the terrorists have installed at the top of the statue. But don't forget about Agent Herman. We think he's being held on the ground floor. What are my orders when I reach the command center? Interrogate the leader. We don't yet know why the terrorists would risk an open assault.
Okay, this is our dogs. I do believe our headquarters actually on Liberty Island. So they're attacking us directly, I would figure. Okay, 4D. I guess then we take some boost with us here and some also that cancel because they're here for a reason, I would figure. Okay, then so we have a pistol. How much ammo do we have for that thing? Oh, so we go on assignment with 8 bullets in total. This seems like a great idea. Whatever. And we have 4 charges for the Sun Prod. Well, we have medkit, okay. And the well, heavy weapon. With 3 shots in total. Okay, that's a good start, maybe, or maybe not. Of course, there aren't any instant takedowns. It's part of our abilities, I think. Comfort supply crate. Well, if we had a melee weapon, we could bust it open. I think this should suffice, right? No, I don't think it does. You need a proper melee weapon for this. Okay, then, so as you can see, the mouse is still a bit wonky, but there's nothing I can do about this. It's unfortunate. Now, are we going to go for a swim? I mean, they said they attacked one of our shipments. Maybe there's something on the ocean here still, or the ocean floor, I should say. But we can check. Okay, there is a general supply crate in here. We can't retrieve it, right? That's the problem. Well, unless we find a group or someplace, that's not going to happen here, I think. Yeah, doesn't work underwater. Yeah, okay, it's only... Oh, we are wasting charges, of course, I just noticed. Well, that's too bad. Oh, there we go. That's courtesy of my unfamiliarity with the game, of course. Okay, then hopefully we can find some charges someplace if it came to that. Looks pretty necessary. Okay, there's a grouper. Well, never mind in this case. I just need to be more observant. Okay, so armor piercing ammo, I see. We had multiple ammo types in this game. Regular ammo. Okay, against some unarmored terrorists, there should be plenty. A lockpicker. Well, it's a start. It is extremely dark here. Extremely dark. Okay, they said something about the map of the island if we have it in our inventory. Probably an image, right? I would figure. Yeah, there we go. NetCo headquarters is indeed on Liberty Island. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how quickly we'll be acquiring these skill points. At the moment we only have some basic augmentations. Default we have the environmental and user assessment subroutines, okay. That's our HUD essentially, right? I would figure. Then with the flashlight and the infolink ability makes the return. Yeah, there's no inventory. I think we have to play inventory Tetris. There's no automation here, I think, right? Is there though? I don't think there is. But unfortunately, we wasted some charges for the for that stupid catapult of ours, but I guess it cannot be helped. Okay, this is safe and sound back here, but figure. The robot and patrol all.
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight.
Shoot on sight, huh?
Can get you inside the statue. Look for a bomb. Identify yourself with the phrase iron and copper.
As we get tried that. Okay, this is the standard issue robot we also saw in Mankind Divided, even though this game takes place, I think, 15 odd years after the events of the last game. Something like that. Okay, multi-tool. Well, yes, multi-tools. And then bioelectric cell, that's how we are regaining our juice, I think. Yeah, as you can see, we have a meter on the left, it's our juice, and that drains something by using our flashlight augmentation, of course. Okay, there's no cover system in this game, by the way, but we can pick our coders. How reliable this will be, I have no idea. First time playing, of course. I don't think energy recharges automatically with the current augmentations, but maybe that's something we can change it on. They didn't give us any binoculars by chance, did they though? No, they didn't, of course. Well, that's too bad.
If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown.
Yes, a lethal takedown. Candy bar, alright. It's very dark in here. It's almost impossible to see, as a matter of fact. Well, it's interesting. We have to tweak with the brightness settings there once in a while. We don't have a minimap or anything else that would mark the enemies on our map right now, so we have to use our brains here to keep track of them. Okay, I think they're fighting the robot, aren't they? Well, in which case they're free to do exactly that. Yeah, they're fighting the robot because they're stupid, I guess. Okay, it's super dark in here. Can barely see a goddamn thing anyway. Yeah, some dwarves here, hopefully they don't give me away. They may, of course, if you aren't careful. I'm not quite sure how this game will be, even on medium difficulty, because in these older titles, medium usually meant hard, you know. Okay, well, we can give us a spin. They said that the security robot on patrol is someplace. I suppose we find it soon enough. Metal crate, yes, for jumping up here, but figure. Hopefully I can see anything. Yeah, stick to the shadows, so this is something we can make happen. It's not as robust as Relic, I would assume, but the mechanic is here. But I hear helicopter, don't I? So they didn't manage to break into the headquarters, of course, as you would think. Yeah, friendly, so it's green, which means these people, of course, are part of the UNETCO headquarter garrison. Yes, we can also move people around, of course. Oh, hello there. Okay, they already looted these corpses, I see. Probably, there's nothing on them. I don't think our inventory is chock full already. But regardless, I suppose then we just see what we can make happen, because I want to go to the northern docks first, ideally. Yeah, by the way, we're running this game in 4K, if you were to believe this, because, yeah, GMDX allows for that. They're mostly insurgents, right? I figure. We read about the NSF in the previous two titles. Well, there will be night vision abilities in the game later on, I would figure. It'd be nice to have it right now, but we don't. I think these come from tech goggles. think people can see you if you peek out of cover, but I'm not certain because I've never played this game before. So I'm not quite sure how alert the enemies will be, and how observant for that matter. I guess we'll find out eventually, or pretty soon for that matter. But really, it's very dark in here. But so far we have seen maybe like what, 2 dudes in total. It's not going to be the entire attack force of theirs. That seems unlikely. And this being a Deus Ex game, there's probably at least a couple more ways to get into the statue in the basement. I just have to find it. Which may be difficult since, you know, it's pitch black dark around here. But at least you have a compass.
Be careful. The NSF has set up patchwork security systems here.
Okay, the emphasis is patchwork then, I see. Hopefully. Are we wasting ammo when we are reloading? I'm not sure about that. I guess we learn these things over time. Well, it could be a good target to try it out, I guess. Maybe. Also not sure how much damage we can absorb incidentally. Okay, seems to be on its own over here someplace. I suppose that we can give it a spin and see if we can acquire. Do have some pistol ammo, yes. 8 shots, okay. And otherwise we're looking at armor piercing. 5 shots, huh? No, not great. I suppose we can also whack him over the head with the crowbar. That could also work. Okay, 1 guy down. That's good. Unconscious, it does actually tell you. That's good. Okay. 3 bullets, so the trend continues, I see. Okay. Well, move the body out of the way, please. Somewhere. In darkness. Because we are not afraid of the darkness, are we, though? Well, should be good enough, I'm hoping. We arrest him later, or someone else does, but I think they would just execute them, I would figure. That looks like the part. Alright, okay, so maybe going for the front entrance there is maybe not the best of ideas, but I want to get to know the dock somehow. Yeah, how can we make this happen again? I think we are at this courtyard here, right? Pressed against that wall, aren't we? And we're looking for a bump here someplace. Also some interesting building back here someplace. You can also add our own notes, I see. Maybe. That's an old school game. Certainly. We also have a stamina system in the game, as you can see. I think it was added in the community mod. We also did see a robot.
The NSF put a commercial-grade security bot in this area. You can either avoid its patrol route, or, if you're feeling lucky, try and take it out with the EMP grenades or explosives. I wouldn't recommend taking it on with small arms.
That's a good idea, even though with some armor piercing, whopping 5 bullets. Could not be terrible, wouldn't you think? Well, alright, so for now we just try to avoid the robot and then make contact with the hobo. Yeah, I think there's a guy back here, isn't there? I think there is. Some sound effects are noticeably louder than other ones, surprisingly. Not the best position to find yourself in, but we cannot scale it wall, can we, though? Now we need to keep moving, unfortunately so. Directly underneath the street light. Always a good idea. But the robot obviously would have seen us there, at least pretty soon. Cannot ensure success first try. Oh, it's actually coming over here then, huh? Well, that's this idea. Okay, wow, das war wie auf die gut Robert dann vorzulernen. Okay, so he continuously patrols in the front entrance in a circular pattern, roughly speaking. Okay, then. So I can see that the darkness works a lot like Riddick here. But how generous it will be, I have no idea. I think the game does autosave sometimes, but I'm not quite sure about the parameters. I do miss the ability to zoom in on command incidentally. I really do. Like in Mankind Divided. Not happening back here, I think. Okay, doesn't come very far, which means you have to be swift and quick if you want to avoid the robot, I think. Or we can just avoid the entire facility for now and see what we can do on the northern docks, because it's the first objective I would like to try. It doesn't come all the way over here, right, I think. Maybe let's leave for ranged option would have been a good pick after all, but now it's a bit too late. So it's a commercial grade security robot, so probably not the sturdiest thing we've ever seen. Or the most intelligent one, I'm not sure. At least the robot takes some sweetest time to get around here. Of course, the opening mission will be a little bit easier by comparison. I guess we just don't worry about him for now. Hopefully this would work. Yeah, but I missed with the first zap for whatever reason. It's unfortunate. Okay, back here no one should find you, pooping. Okay, now the unconscious terrorist. We found a pistol on the ground. Do we also find the ammo back here someplace? Or is the firearm automatically added to our inventory? I'm not sure. At the moment I cannot activate my flashlight to find out, of course. If it wasn't so dark, I would activate my flashlight and find some alternative routes, maybe, you know, also on top here, because we did see some crates. That's not going to happen, because it would give us away. Most likely, I would assume. Okay, we also have some explosive canisters back here. Obviously a decent start. Okay, there's another terrorist quotation mark, and that must be one of our UNETCO soldiers on the ground. And I would suppose they did shoot to kill. I think they may have. Yeah, let's not be too hasty. Darkness is our friend. Remember what we learned in Riddick. Maybe also basic training, depends. Okay, there he comes. The problem is we wouldn't even have the ammo to take care of all of them by the looks of it. Because they dropped us in here with no spare magazines. Always a good plan. Okay, nothing in here, in which case I don't care. Was hoping they would have left a pistol behind by chance, but apparently not. it's very quiet here, so I do believe they would hear my footsteps if I were to run across the grass here, right? Okay, what was that? What's the problem? Okay, he did see the body, but he was already there, wasn't he? I suppose if you move the bodies from the predetermined triggers, they do care about that. Okay, I did alert him briefly, but... That's not going to work. Hopefully the wall is far enough away for him not to see us. Yeah, okay. He could be a goner as well. I'm not sure how many catapult charges we will get here. I'm not sure. As we find out, that's the beauty of Deus Ex. What do you think? We can approach our mission in multiple ways. And I'm certainly willing to experiment. At least there shouldn't be any time pressure. Yeah, but hiding in the shadows and mankind divided was impossible for the most part, so this is already preferable. Yeah, it's pretty noisy, of course, isn't it? At least we have two magazines for the pistol. We can also use the crowbar. I mean, technically speaking, we should be arresting some people, but it's not a necessity. Yeah, okay, another dude over here. Is that? We don't know, I guess. Or it's not marked properly. Well, it's a community patch. There ought to be some bugs around here. This game is also from 2000. Yeah, I don't think this leads to anything particular, right? No, just a dead end. There's our northern docks here. Oh, apparently we fooled him in distance and made him kind of noisy. Yeah, we have friend for recognition built in our crosshair. The set is much of basic training. So we are very green indeed right now, as it would appear. We can also track people with throwing items around, of course, if that's our thing. Yeah, please don't give me away. How can it even scratch on the grass here? I'm not sure about that. Mercenary fuck. Okay. Well, I suppose they don't really care, except for the money. Crossbow. But that could be good information, so good thing we took him prisoner. Potentially. Okay, you sleep tight for now, and we also found a mini crossbow, I believe, which is an instant takedown weapon from afar, I'm hoping. Tranquilizer dart, so it's the replacement for the tranquilizer rifle, I see. It's the ranged firearm, right? We should also probably, yeah, sort out this mess here we have. Okay, there we go. Click and drop. That's what I like to see. That could be useful. Flares. But we know what the flare is, of course. Yes. Obvious good advice there, sir. Key rank should always be in 0, I believe. Okay, so we have some rockets, so this is indeed a heavy weapon. Cigarettes. Aim stabilization rate plus 100%. Okay, interesting. Alright, so we can also metabolize this away as a new revolution. That's good to know. Okay, so Mercenary Fox, I was wondering about why he was looking a bit different. Stamina seems to be very low right now. For what exactly? Because he's stealthing? Okay, then so we have to let it recharge before we do with the crouch angle. That's interesting. At the moment I don't see much else here. Yes, we can also stack crates to get across some fortifications. Maybe not this one. Ardo, we have like how many crates? It should be good enough if we want to try that. Depends on what's on the other side. Okay, another mercenary fuck, I see. Okay, well, it's so dark in here, but I can activate my flashlight and throw a flare. Although it could be a good distraction, I think. Yeah, there's the Northern Docks, I believe. Medical supply crate. I like the sound of that, but hopefully won't be using too many medical supplies. Ein Roboter. Bei dem. In this case, of course, completely useless. I guess there won't be anything on these bodies. What do you think?
It all happened an hour ago. The barge docked and the NSF moved right on in, offloading the cargo into speedboats. Our undercover man, Harley Philbin, should be somewhere out on the docks now.
Ja, but he's not the only friend back here. Is that the one terrorist, right? And a mercenary fuck, as they call them. I'm not sure where we can hide back here. Yeah, 2 guys here at least, right? Maybe more. Yeah, okay. It's not great, is it though? Please stop that. Please stop that. JC. I'm not sure about accuracy because I think this counts as a what type of weapon? I'm not sure. I have no idea. Maybe small arms, like a pistol, although we seem to have it mounted to our hand. It's a fancy way of using a... Well, it's a mini crossbow. I suppose it could make sense when you think about it. Yeah, I cannot see the mercenary fuck from back here. But maybe we can shoot him, but he will be on high alert. Because, well, it makes him sleepy. Yeah, I did hear something, but did they actually connect with that or not? I'm not sure. Okay, there's a substantial drop involved, I see. Oh, that's too bad because we only have one remaining now. Oh, that weapon, by the way, is not introduced in the training mode. So, how am I supposed to aim for him then? Do I need to draw this thing? Like, for high attention, maybe? Okay. Oh, alrighty then. Well, that's what I get, I suppose. So, now we only have the pistol remaining. With 2 magazines. Maybe our pistol training will save us. And there we go. As you can see, once again, we have the old-style RPG mechanic in play. Maybe we are. Maybe we don't have any catapult charges remaining. Right now it's completely dry now. Oh, that's too bad. A crowbar could work. It's lethal, but it is, of course, silent. Okay, I don't think we can retrieve the stars by chance, can we do? Okay, so how can I aim for the sky? Because the crosshair is on his body. And then the arc is like what? Like this? Okay, well, if we don't, the same goes. It's too heavy to lift, right? Okay, then. Well, the Frog shouldn't be able to see because there are some shipping containers in the way. I'm not sure how effective the crowbar is, but maybe one whack to the back of the head and he will be a goner. Oh, this might be experimenting, of course. Yeah, okay, it's too late already, right? Okay, oh, we do have them back. Good, good, good. Did I miss that again? Who designed this weapon? Oh, look at the crosshair. Okay.
I think we've got an intruder.
Okay, yeah, well, there we go. So one mistake, we're almost completely dead here, I see. We have some pistol training, right? Okay, keep running, please. Oh, there goes our first combat encounter. We did manage to survive, but we did take some damage, of course. I did see that. Oh, goodie. Oh, goodie. So try by fire indeed. That's what they were thinking about. Okay, flares and some cigarettes here on this fuck. At least we didn't attract anyone else for it better, right? Side of shotgun. Okay, and he's unconscious, I think. No dead body. So what happened to the mercenary fuck back here? I'm not quite sure. A little bit disappointed by these. But I suppose he did collapse up hoping. Yeah, unconscious. Tranquilizer darts. Okay, wow, two people think alike. Maybe not two great minds, but there we go. I think we're waiting for the bomb over here someplace. You maybe, yeah.
You showed up. Iron and copper. The statue is copper on an iron frame, right?
Password's enough, pal. Don't think you know something about the lady I don't. My dad did tours out here.
I heard that you can get me inside.
Depends. You get your man out, take back the statue, whatever. But I know the commander and I don't want to see him get hurt. Here's a picture so you don't make a mistake.
Yeah, I can promise that.
I can't promise. In the line of duty, I may have to use force.
Buddy, I don't know. The commander's not much of a soldier. He'll surrender right away.
I don't see anyone waving a white flag.
He's my main contact at the NSF. I need him alive and out on bail, or I don't have much of a business. You can forget the key.
We have an emergency here. A terrorist offensive on UN-protected territory. Do you work for UNATCO or not?
There's more than one way into the statue. You want to kill rebels?
But I don't want to kill rebels if I have to.
Yeah, you should sneak in from the back. Less chance of a shootout that way.
Oh, that was certainly worth coming here, wasn't it? Oh, alrighty then. I see we're not exactly the greatest when it comes to our human interactions already. Oh, whatever. So we're not getting anything from you then, I see. The ship's view, and I see decorated place you have back here.
You have filled him?
I get a cut for bringing him over.
Tell me what you know about the NSF operation.
I'm not that high level. The more elite troops, they're the ones that took over the ship and unloaded it into speedboats. I think we're supposed to be a diversion.
A ship?
That's all I know. The commander gave me a 10mm clip, a box of 30-06 ammo, and some crossbow darts and said, keep your head down. Huh. Like I'm gonna take on your NATCO troops. Want 'em? You can have the clip for 175, the 30-06 for 300, and the darts for 50. But if I was you, I'd avoid a head-on attack altogether and not even use the key Philbin got. I'd go in the statue from the back.
Yes,
Less
it's
security,
technically the tutorial mission, isn't it? But I think I got it. Okay, can we spare 50? I have no idea how much money we have right now.
I'll give you 50 for the darts.
The commander's the whole reason my neighborhood turned into a war zone. Somebody should stick him full of these things like a roast pig.
Yeah, maybe we can make this happen. Okay, but I suppose it's a start. They said something about the ship, didn't they? Well, I don't want to fall in the water to find out I cannot get back up, but it said something about a sunken ship or a sunken barge, didn't they? Maybe there are some supplies still hidden on the bottom here someplace. Platforming evidently not on the same level as the actual games, of course, but then again, it's also much older. We can cut some slack. Okay, but I give up. But there must be a sunken barge someplace, if I can find it, of course. Oh, medical supply crate, don't mind if we do. Yes, we also saw another medical supply crate at someplace. And the mouse sensitivity is really wonky in this game sometimes, I'm sorry. I will try to make some adjustments after the events of this recording session. Yeah, I don't see any sunken barge anywhere, so I guess. Okay, there was a security robot, if I'm not misremembering. And I also want to check out that medical supply crate to the side. Okay, so we have... Okay, we're reloading. And we're getting 3 out of the deer, I think. Yeah, exactly 3. Alright, so ammo scarcity continues into this game, I see. But of course it came first, so it's understandable. Also, the detour wasn't exactly worth it, but I can only blame myself for that, since I cannot promise anything. I cannot promise that force won't be necessary in there. How are we dealing with security robots? At the moment we don't have any EMP grenades, and the rocket launcher seems to be in short supply. At least the ammo is, I would figure. Okay, they said something about the backside of the statue. Oh, we do actually have a log in this game. Hopefully also a message log. Yes, we do. That's great. Okay, Lebedev. Good, good, good. Could lose some weight, maybe. Alright, we must be behind here, right? Okay, there's a back entrance. We also need to be busting out our friend, of course. Inside the statue, we don't know exactly where he is. Could be in the basement. But since it's good to Hermann, we know he's the loose cannon. He likes to kill people. So I would suppose that freeing him would, of course, also ensure a bloodshed. But he should be capable of dealing with that robot, maybe, if it came to that. Wouldn't you think? But it's very dark in here. But it's probably by design. Alright, not exactly the greatest patrol pattern we've ever seen. Should be easy to avoid something. Okay, but you can throw a flare or two along the way. But still, we have 5 of those things. But it will attract attention, and at the moment we don't need attention. But supposedly they do work underwater. Must be der trash pattern, I see. Apparently we jump like a lady. That's what I thought. But of course we do. It's also pretty noisy. Yeah, what type of crate is that? It looks like ammo. And ammo being a short supply, I suppose could be useful. Okay, move the metal crate up here. And then what? Throw it down. Okay. Always good. I think we do actually have a body, even though it's way too dark to see right now, but I think I saw my reflection. Oh, I saw my reflection in the training mode because they have a very shiny floor. Oh, we did make it over here, so it can be done. That's what I thought. That could be a good sniper perch, wouldn't you think? Maybe. Okay, armor piercing ammo. I'm not gonna show these terrorist quotation mark where anybody armor for that matter, but now we have these full magazine. Okay, one guy on patrol. Otherwise I don't see a whole lot right now. Oh, it's really noisy. Well, this makes some sense. I do like to have separate sound effects for different types of textures, or yeah, surfaces for that matter. Of course they would. Yeah, we should try out the crowbar on some of this to see how it works. If it's actually effective, if we can whack someone over the head. I mean, it will be lethal, but we don't know. At least it doesn't rely on charges. I seem to be the only one in this courtyard which unfortunately is illuminated. What happened to Miss Liberty there? Oh, that's too close for comfort, sir. There we go, so it takes that long for them to collapse. Wow, that's surprisingly long here. I thought they would collapse in what, like 5 seconds and then I bleed out, I guess. Okay, so we should not underestimate the damage taken in this game, I see. Immediately use the medkit once we get shot, so it's super lethal, I see. Okay, then, well, I'm sorry, so das war wie experimenting. Okay, how war die denn? Alright, so there is more room for experimentation and also larger margin for error compared to Mankind Divided, certainly, but otherwise, that's not an easy game. It's downright punishing. And let me guess, we don't have any body armor right now, do we do? I don't think we do. Alright, so we need to time this a bit more properly than I see. That's the beauty of the tutorial here, right, so to speak. I think he shot me in the chest a couple of times with the pistol, which is why I was bleeding, and also we had this damage overlay, which made it impossible to see, of course, combined with the darkness. But so far I'm enjoying this, even though I'm very green, as you can tell. But eventually I will get better, don't you worry. Okay, so it doesn't work right now. He's dead because he broke his skull, but it is an instant takedown. I guess it's something. Okay, we found, yeah, really? I thought he had the pistol, not a trank dart, in which case I don't understand why we died here. Because it did highlight my chest, of course. It's a bit strange. Okay, whatever. Now we have more tranquilizer rifle, ammunition. I'm not quite sure that could work. Maybe it could, but then again, we haven't even made it around to the other area, right? The back side of the Liberty statue. Or did we? I suppose we can find it. We also want to free our colleague, ideally. must be for this little building, I think. Okay, 2 people. Well, it did say something about the basement, so we don't actually have to play with these people, but we have to gain entry here somewhere, and somehow. There seems to be far enough away to make a move potentially. Into the parking garage, quotation mark. I see also some people, and also here some machinery. You can shoot when peeking around cover. It does work. And as you can see, the reticule is ridiculous. We have to set up every single shot and then also account for, well, the bullet drop, you know what I mean. Can we adjust the draw on that thing by chance? That's also why I'm not a fan of crossbows, even though it work relatively decently in Crisis 3. Oh, well, that's fantastic. So, peeking around corners doesn't make you invisible. Okay, well, what can we do? Hot dogs as well, were great. The fastest reload there, I see. Yes, 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 fantastic. With alle Konsolen right now, sir. Gunned down like a dog. Gunned down like a dog. That's what I thought. Oh boy, man, this game certainly isn't easy, right? One mistake, we immediately are toast. That's what I thought. Okay, then, so they can see me through here because it's too bright, I see. Well, isn't that lovely? And we can absorb any damage, even on medium difficulty, so it's mostly a stealth game, I think. What are we going to do with this stupid tank rifle? Because evidently we need to sit around here, wait for this thing to charge up, and then have to account for bullet drop. So okay, please stop moving, sir. That may have been on target. Maybe we can't stay here. That much is certain, though. Okay, it did collapse. Thankfully, no one else had the gunshots for a change. That's at least something. But so, well, at least we're starting to figure out how the tranquilizer rifle is supposed to be used, or the mini crossbow, whatever. Hazmat suit, okay. I guess it could be useful. Where's my remaining darts? Because I cannot see them. Okay, there's one. Good, good, good. These are recoverable.
This power box must have been damaged in the raid. Don't cross through the arcs. I'm also picking up an EMP field here. If you're not careful, it'll suck away your bioelectrical energy.
Yeah. Can't make it through here, but there's a multi-tool. That's good, I guess. Cardboard box, well, not super useful right now, I would think. Data cube. Hopefully this will be input automatically, but I don't think it will be in this game. Maybe it does work, we have to wait and see, but it's very dark in here. Extremely dark. Wow, do we know where the switch is by chance? We may not. Don't want to get myself electrocuted, of course. Okay, apparently we can shut it down from back here. What do we need for this? think they want the multi-tool. Not the lockpick. Okay, so bypass, we shut it off, I think. Indeed we did. Well, that's good. So we're learning new stuff as we move along, which is nice. Because it's going to be a long campaign. As you can see, I'm really playing this for the first time. Maybe using some flares would be a good idea to conserve some bio-energy. Okay, someone else is dead here. Maintenance worker. Okay, too bad. But I don't think they were talking about this back area. Looks to be mostly utility tunnels and whatnot. Laser sight, okay. About this type of accuracy. We can carry around the fire extinguisher. But I'm sorry, they're murdered in cold blood and I see. Oh, these are terrorists, presumably. But still, we don't know about their motivations. I guess the commander could tell us. Okay, so we came here for a couple of supplies, I see. I don't think we're wasting ammo. At least I hope we don't wasting ammo if we're reloading prematurely. Because 5 shots versus 8, makes a tons of difference, especially in a handgun. Okay, we did learn something about the security terminal, if we can find it, of course. Okay, back entry into the Statue of Liberty. We're almost there, but not quite. Now we have to figure out a way to proceed, of course. Well, it's not for here, certainly. So, what gives a guess? I suppose we can also try to turn the robots against their master if we can find a security panel around here someplace, which we may not be able to. But the upfront firefight is ill-advised, as we've already seen. I do have some pistol training, but it's not exactly stellar, is it though? Certainly is not, and the same can be said about the crossbow. Mini crossbow, granted, but still. I thought it would be a little bit more usable, at least the first try. But it certainly is the back area of the Statue of Liberty here someplace. But if it were a big entrance, what would I be looking like? I'm not sure. I really shouldn't make that noise on grass. I really shouldn't. Okay, probably have to aim like this, I would presume. To knock him down, but he's standing underneath the...
Take him out.
Okay, thankfully it didn't open fire. Okay, we have 2 people talking. But we don't have any crowd control grenades by chance. Did they collapse? Not quite sure. They may have. Yeah, they did, right? Okay, so about that thing is useful, don't get me wrong, but it's also a little bit dangerous to the user. Due to the immediate lack of effect, right? Okay, well, we're making some progress at least. I'm learning as we move along. That's something I want to say, of course. Well, all a day's work for JC Denton, but still not the back entrance, is it though? Certainly isn't, but we have circled all the way around, have we not? And there were plenty of people around here. So I'm not quite sure how we can find this back entry, because it's too dark in here, anywhere. Yeah, it's not here, but it must be in the back here someplace. But I guess except for a mercenary, a robot, and another terrorist back here, it's relatively safe to move now. Okay, there goes our stamina, I see. If only it wasn't so dark around here. Yeah, there's one guy over here to someplace. Okay, so the back entry must be over here someplace, I would figure. And how are we getting over here? Because the map only tells us a satellite view, not, yeah, buildings or elevation changes or anything in between. But we did see some crates, of course. Maybe they want us to get in here then, and then we have to find our way into the basement. It could be. I'm not sure. I've never played this before, of course. And what is that? Okay, two people standing next to each other again. Yeah, but look at the aperture back here. We have to be a lot closer to ensure any hit whatsoever. And I think it's a terrorist and one of those thugs talking to each other. Yeah, I think this may work. The last time we started them and the second guy didn't move immediately. But this could be something in our favor. Just have to line up the shots properly without being seen. Oh yes, I'm trying to do my best here, sir. Okay, apparently they finished their little conversation. Yeah, so this thing only works with preparation and also being set up properly, because otherwise it's not going to happen. I see. Alright, lesson learned, we have to be patient in this game, unless you want to just start blasting people with our sidearm.
This is a long-ass shift.
Well, we can help with that, I think. Either we're constantly out of stamina if we crouch, which doesn't make any sense, frankly. Just because I'm crouching doesn't mean I'm out of stamina in real life. That went swimmingly, didn't it? Great. Okay, one mistake, immediately toast almost, but it's great. Keep running, please. Yeah, keep running, keep running, keep running. Come on. Okay, but we almost dead essentially once more. Doesn't exactly have the greatest gunplay here, right? At least with our current level. Okay, fantastic. Use it, please. Thank you very much. Okay, well, I suppose that's what I meant when I said that we cannot promise to avoid lethal force back here, because, well, one mistake, immediately we are toast, as you can see, but this time around we actually managed to survive. Oh, that's something. That's good police work, I see. Yeah, well, we spent more ammo than we actually gather from these corpses, I think. Fucking dogs, man. Are these augmented dogs by chance? But it could be. Well, at least we managed to survive, so there's something. So we're learning some new things along the way. Okay, I guess then we at least reload the pistol and keep it handy here in case something goes wrong yet again. So far I'm enjoying myself, but we really need to figure out some patterns here. how we can make this a little bit more, yeah, non-lethal supposedly. But you know, the opening sequence of Mankind Divided also was super hard, surprisingly. Yeah, I did say it correctly, right? There are some supplies back here. Okay, shotgun shells, I suppose, if you want to use it. Okay, so what are we going to do here? It's not through here, I think, right? But there must be more to this area, I'm sure. Maybe I'm just mistaken, could also be. I'm not an electrician. I can't operate heavy machinery, so it's a dead end for us, for now. Yeah, I think we're supposed to use this in some way or another. I guess we could try that. Assume we don't fall down, of course. Ah, it is very dark in here. And platforming could be potentially dangerous to us. Yeah, this is probably not grabbable, I would figure, without any objects in the way. Jesus Christ, there we go. So, by the way, you cannot do this in the original game. I believe that was added afterwards. But it's a bit finicky, as you can see. And there we go. We've made up here, which means we now have access to the statue in some way or another. We are careful. So, do we even see anyone? Yes, we do see some people immediately. Okay, then. Yeah, there's a mercenary, a dog, and a dude, I think. Yeah, we're also a little bit injured here after our gunfight. Okay, the back area of the Statue of Liberty must be in this area somewhere. Yeah, that worked stellar, didn't it? Yeah, okay, so we don't waste any ammo, which is good to see. We're just reloading what is missing. Okay, wow, there's a dog. I do believe it's a dog. And a mercenary. Maybe we throw a flare to attract some people. Could not be a terrible idea. They must be guarding something, of course. But I know immediately where I'm shooting from, even if I'm hiding in the darkness and firing with a crossbow, which of course doesn't have a muzzle flash or any noise, for that matter. That's concerning. Maybe not super realistic. Maybe go for silent takedowns after all. Probably better idea, at least safer for us. Right? Cannot be helped. It's a police operation sometimes. We have to take some lives here in the process. Shouldn't feel too bad about this. These people evidently shoot to kill. I think it's a dog and a dude, but if it's only one guy, then maybe with a chance. But it's hard to see from back here. Because it's dark. Never played this game before myself. I watched much in the way of coverage. Yeah, sorry. What can I say? Yeah, okay, I can't even see it from back here, so it's probably going to miss anyway. Okay, and they also preserved the head here. I think it was a terrorist attack, presumably. But by whom and for what we will find out eventually. This is probably the back entrance they're talking about, so it's not the basement. Is it the same guy? I don't think it is, because he's moving. The other guy was just standing around, wasn't he? Ah, that could be entirely mistaken. But since there's no indicator, it could be him. yeah, sorry, and he's a mercenary fuck, in which case I should care less even weit. Okay, tranquilizer.
A shame, isn't it? The French terrorist group Silhouette claims that France was wrong to give the US the statue.
Silhouette, huh?
We think they planned the bombing.
Seems to drastic, yeah, after what we learned in Prague. Planning a visit to Liberty Island. Well, there isn't much remaining here in terms of sightseeing, is there though? Okay. Silhouette, yes, we have heard that name before, of course. Yeah, some gang graffiti up here. And so far so good, but we still are not closer to our first objective. That is the back entrance of the Statue of Liberty we just saw there. So there must be a way to circle around. Can we see this from the map maybe? Yeah, we're back here, right? How we're getting up here? There must be a way to take. Oh, I suppose what they want us to do is to get over here, which is almost a front to assault. Fort? Right? Cannot be that way. I probably missed something very obvious because I'm playing this for the first time. It seems likely. But it's certainly not grabbable even for the crates, right? I would figure. Oh, we find out. This seems like a medical crate, obviously. Decent. I think there aren't many medical items in this game. Medkit and some food. And some booze if you feel the inclination. Booze probably has addiction. Yeah, penalties or whatever. And I think Günther Hermann is being held captive in the basement someplace. I think they said that. Not quite sure where we can find the computer to turn off the security or turn it against them. Never works. Okay, there are multiple levels or layers to do this area. Probably in line with... yeah, okay. Why are we out of stamina if we're crouching? That much I don't understand, frankly. Why would this be a problem for us? To discourage stealthing around everywhere, I think, maybe? This is the front entrance, not the back entrance, so... Okay. Yeah, hostile dudes back here. We don't have any flashbangs by chance, or concussion grenades as they were called in previous 2 games. Is that really the back entrance? I don't think it is, right? Although it could be, I'm not sure. Of course, oh, yeah, of course in a game of this era, you have to figure out these things on your own.
Did they find the shipment?
Yeah, we got the whole supply. You can see the ship's lights crossing the bay.
Guess y'all were right. So why are we pulling out?
Mike's on the horn. Jojo wants a lead on the distribution network.
Hell, we don't have enough men to protect what we've got.
That's what Jojo wants.
I wonder, how does a guy with a tattooed forehead get to be an NSF colonel? Pardon me, but back in Alabama, we wouldn't let a man who wears earrings plan a military
Can you try harder with a southern accent, yes sir?
He's got a temper.
Oh yeah?
He's a punk and he's gonna get us all killed.
The NSF is strong because it represents everyone's interests.
Yeah.
Wow, hier den mercenary, why would you care? Yes. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. As to how we can engage these people. And this can possibly be the back entrance, right? I don't think it can be, but then again, we don't know. I'm playing the game for the first time. Of course, we can just pop around the corner and open fire, because well, we have to wait for the crosshair to get smaller. That's a problem, what do you think? Yeah, like this here, right? Okay, so, I suppose 1 for 2 we can try that. I mean, alright, we try that. Oh, they're still running, so they can't be unconscious, right? Or maybe... These footsteps are pretty easy to hear in this game, that's something. Okay. I guess that's something. Oh, at least it's something. I think we actually found a back entry into this building, at least into the basement. Okay, in here I feel a lot safer with the pistol, even though it's currently not suppressed. So far so good, I'm enjoying my time. And I hear someone walking someplace. There are no iron sights in this game, of course, as you would think. Yeah, we are looking for a Günther Hermann, I heard. Yeah, someone on the far side, maybe? Well, I did hear some footsteps someplace. It must be this guy. Or whatever else we're aiming for back here. I'm not sure. Okay, let's just double check because I forgot, sorry. Okay, so we took some damage. Cannot be avoided. At least with my current, yeah, competency. Okay, they shot us in the legs and they shot us in the torso for good measure. We can also hear specific portions of the body. And I think if we lose a leg, for instance, we can no longer sprint, for instance. Speed penalty is minus 15%. Our arms are still intact for the most part, so we have no accuracy penalty. That's at least good. Yeah, inside the statue, do we know where it is? It's probably in the basement, I would figure. That simply is not the back entrance. I'm pretty certain about this. It must be in the wrong place, but we looked everywhere, didn't we? We didn't see anything. And what about the security systems? I mean, oh, this game certainly isn't easy, both in terms of the damage taken and whatever. Okay, Leo good, so not the Jojo guy they were talking about. So it must be back here, aren't we? So this is indeed the front entrance. It doesn't look like a bad entrance to me whatsoever. Well, at least make the body go away, please. No, but we'll find a body regardless, why won't they? Okay, so TNT crate. Well, it's explosive, I guess, but it could be useful if we need it. So, put it right here for now, but don't set it off. What is that? Well, it's probably a security system. Oh, this is a camera, and this probably is a turret. Okay, that's a good start here, I think. Okay, so we can deactivate this with our multi-tool. I suppose we try that. Good idea, wouldn't you think? And then we can also use that crate here. I think it's a general supply crate. Since we didn't go with randomized items, we probably know exactly what's in here. A lockpick, okay. Could be useful. I do hope these turrets and these cameras are interconnected, because if they're not, then there are some problems. Speaking of which, yeah. Okay, one guy on top, one guy below. And from back here, I cannot assure any hit whatsoever. Oh, they need to be standing still, otherwise I have no hope of even attempting that shot. Would have to aim like this here to actually hit him, and then even would be a little bit of a stretch. But is this the back entrance? Is it the basement? Well, it leads down, so there probably is a basement here someplace. Okay, well, if you go down on this side, the other guy will see, I would figure. Most likely, but sneaking around, well, I don't know what's around the corner, that's the problem. We don't have any floor plans or anything. Oh, hello there. don't really scare me with your sort of from back there. Okay, there we go. It did connect, I think. Didn't it? Yeah, he's suffering. Someone else is running around. That's not great. Good. Wow, we took another shot here, I see. Wow, okay, so one gunshot, we attract the entire party. Okay, this must be there's a tripwire stand. Actually, this good, good, good. Wow, what can I say? Wow, that's our pistol training, I see. Our pistol training. Wow, really? We are a trained unit crew agent, and that's our aim with the pistol. I'm completely speechless here. Okay, maybe we can still salvage that. Okay, so I can see they have the same swarm tactics as the mankind divided set. Okay, that was our last medkit, I see. So we're still handicapped quite substantially, but hopefully we can still sprint, right? Oh, we're not done here, I see. Well, isn't that fantastic? Okay, can we get another weapon here, maybe? Okay.
Stay cool. The guy's still around.
Oh, no kidding, man. We have no training in this firearm, do we do? No, he didn't quite vanish. That's a problem. What?
Maybe we have a chance.
What? What? We're playing this on medium difficulty, so it is freaking hard. That's what I thought. It's the name of the game here, you know, of this era. Really? How? Really, this is completely speechless. Of course, I'm also visible back here because I cannot deactivate this light, I guess. Isn't that a light? Okay, so, Willy? The difficulty is quite something already here, I see. And of course, we're attracting the entire party and then some. Yeah, so this is the back entrance according to their... Right, isn't it? Supposed to be. That's our accuracy. No, everyone is coming. Please keep that stupid thing reloaded if you wouldn't mind. And we're bleeding. Of course we are bleeding. Else would be. Okay. I don't think there's another way to go, right? We have to go for here. So... Alrighty then. Certainly not an easy game. The other guy supposedly didn't care. Well, good for him, I guess. I don't think there's another way to take, so we have to come for here. And we connect our shot this time around, you know. This the other guy on the walkway is no longer a concern. I'm sorry, but it would take some adjustments because Mankind Divided and also Human Revolution were exactly easy. But certainly nothing like this here. Especially because you die in 2 shots, like something like this. Feels the part. Well, I never promised a no reload run, didn't I? Playing this for the very first time. So I do hope you can cut me some slack. Wer ist denn stupid idiot? Okay, still on patrol. I want to shoot him when he's walking like this because, well, if it's a straight shot, maybe I can line it up. Then he will immediately turn around and start blasting me for whatever reason. That's also a problem. But I shot him squarely in the chest with our shotgun, didn't do any damage because I'm not sure. Are they wearing body armor? They could be there. Takes a long time to switch firearms in this game. Oh, we can knock onto humans with that thing. Okay, whatever. Look at... What? Are we a trade agent or are we just an amateur? I think we may be just an amateur because there's a horrible... No face. Okay, I have to be super close, right, to get anything done.
I think Gunther is being held behind this laser-triggered alarm. If you don't want to set off the alarm, you can either hack the control panel in the doorway or find a way around. My blueprint of the statue shows a few air shafts.
Yes, thank you. It's our grenade type mine affair. They work for both avenues. Fire extinguisher, yes. Okay, wow. You can make people shook, I believe, if I'm not misremembering entirely. Yeah, if he's here, maybe shoot him, but it will take some time to get over here, of course. Air shafts, they say. I'm not sure we can find it very easily. Yeah, life isn't easy for JC Denton, wouldn't you think? Certainly isn't easy. Well, depends on how sturdy this installation is. Maybe we can just, you know, blow it open with TNT. Well, what's the play, pal? I cannot pick out of cover otherwise because he will immediately see me, I believe. But I'm no longer hearing any footsteps either. Okay, what's that here? Weapon modification damage. Okay, so these also make a return, I see. Well, the problem is not damage, the problem is accuracy, or like the off and target acquisition. I should probably invest heavily in pistol and rifle skills if I want to use that. Otherwise it's going to be next to useless. Are you coming already, pal? What's the hold up there? Data Cooper. Yes, we already read that. Okay, we did hit him, I think. Hopefully.
What's going on?
What? That's what I mean. I peek out of cover for less than a second and immediately I get blasted and then swamped by people. What's with the difficulty? I mean, seriously? Fuck's sake. Okay, then we still go all the way around and hope for the best. I mean, okay. It's turning out into something else entirely. The problem is, he is not going down immediately, right? He must still raise the fucking alert. And this is just ridiculous here. Okay, can we find anything of interest? ATM? I suppose we're at the moment with other concerns. Although we are technically broke still, aren't we? Okay, air shafts they said. Well, I'm not sure where these air shafts could be. That back here is the answer. Yeah, I'm feeling tricky, frankly, after this discovery. Maybe the idea is to place a mine back here or some TNT, because it's completely right there. That could be interesting, actually, come to think of it. Yeah, this is a contingency plan, wouldn't you think? We can put that fucking crate in here and the lamp, yeah. Okay. I think this should go off in case the alert is raised. Put it back here. Oh. There we go. Das worked. No, keep running, please, JC. To get back to the shooting range. This is ridiculous. Nothing short of ridiculous. There we go. Okay, gunplay is a bit underwhelming, but at least he blew one guy apart. But he's not the only friend, of course, you have to worry about. what is the other firearm? No idea. Oh, I never promised anything except to complete our mission, right? 2 bullets for the pistol. So the scarcity of ammo is still, it's just as crippling. Okay, maybe you have to switch to armor piercing after all, could be. Yeah, 2 bullets and whatever the other thing maybe. I think it's maybe a plasma rifle of some type. A combat knife. I guess it's a useful weapon. Yeah, of course, laser tripwise they work exactly the same with the IFF recognition and whatever. Okay, you can also shoot the poison, I think. Well, it's not like I'm not having fun, but the game certainly isn't easy, wouldn't you think? Okay, people were drinking on the job, unsurprisingly. I couldn't blame, JC for doing the same after this mission. Okay, there's something about air shafts, but it's so dark in here I can barely see anything. That's also a problem. There we go. Not exactly a smooth operation, but then again, it's supposed to be a test for us. And I suppose we are performing in a certain fashion. Yeah. Okay, then, well, we can hack the panel, but of course we're out of charges for that thing here. Also almost out of pistol ammo. Okay, then switch to armor piercing. Yeah, gives us 1 spare magazine, I suppose. Okay, and then maybe also hotkey the shotgun could be a good idea. Instead of the catapult because it's empty. Well, is the panel still intact? Apparently we blew it up. I was unaware it could be happening here. Oh, that's great. Ventilation shafts, but I have no idea what ventilation shafts look like. Well, we seem to be out of multi-tools as it would appear. Oh, there are no craftable items in this game, I would figure, right? Okay, damage upgrade. Problem is accuracy and not damage, that's the problem. Okay, temporary blinded assailant, so that's what it's used for. And what about the other firearm we found? What is it? I have no idea. It's a secondary item, whatever that means. Disposable plasma-based weapon. A single shot, okay. Yeah, there's a separate key for this, by the way, in case you're wondering. Lethality is yes, secondary is yes. A noise level 3 decibels, while the pistol is probably not noisier than that. Effective range and feet, unfortunately, WD. Okay. Alright, so apparently we're out of multi-tools, so what are we going to do about this here then? I'm not sure. Well, they said something about the ventilation shaft, but I don't see anything. Oh, a little bit here.
This security setup is strictly amateur stuff. Keep an eye out for ways to bypass it. These old pre-millennial buildings are riddled with ventilation shafts and maintenance tunnels.
But evidently these don't look exactly the same as in the other games, but now we recognize them by whooping. Apparently the weapon is insufficiently powerful to make this happen, so we try lockpick. I guess. There's our ventilation shaft. Oh, Raiden. It's even larger than in Mankind Divided and Human Revolution, incidentally. Just come to think of it. Okay. Oh, well, in the bathroom, where else would it be, of course? Looks pretty nasty in there, wouldn't you think? And yes, we can flush them. Okay. Oh, I'm not a vampire in this game. Imagine that I'm not a vampire, so I wasn't lying to you. Why we just can't see it right now because the floor isn't reflective. Okay, that's funny. Socket. Well, do we want to? If we could recharge our catapult, then maybe. I don't think that's going to happen. Although, come to think of it, it's an old game. Many things are unexplained, so why don't we try that? Why don't we try it indeed? Nope, doesn't work. That's what I thought. Unfortunate. Yeah. Never change game, never got them changed. Okay, that's funny. That's funny indeed, right? Okay, so now I guess let's see what we can do here. Yeah, too heavy to lift, but I think we can upgrade this later on. Soul food, yummy. Okay, locked door here into the bathroom. How inconsiderate of you there, terrorists. For now, we continue into this very large ventilation duct without getting ourselves seen, ideally. Okay, it's being held in basement someplace. That's it. I'm not sure what exactly we are looking for. Not cardboard boxes or metal pots, even though we can throw them as a distraction. Yeah, okay, leather couch looks surprisingly comfortable. Okay, some interesting items. Yeah, medkit for starters, some paper clips. I guess it could be useful, and a data cube. So, I'm not quite sure. I suppose we return to lobby to deal with that eventually. So, can't make it happen, that's what I thought. Have to be careful and draw a pistol, please. Security feed seems offline. Okay, that's maybe going to Herman. He's heavily augmented, we already know that. But the last time we saw him was in Deus Ex 4, you know, which was the start of our marathon. I do not quiet. Since we did play Project Snowblind there as well, didn't we? What happens if we shoot cameras in this game? Do we want to find out right now? Because I'm also staring directly at the turret, am I not? Yeah, so... I guess then we do it properly, even though we happen to be completely out of multi-tools. Yeah, what else can we do about this thing? Well, damage threshold is 55, but there's a turret which will trigger automatically, right? Do we know about the arc of the camera by chance? Not really. Yeah, we happen to be completely out of multi-tools because there are disposable items in this game. Also, Mankind Divided, of course. Yeah, it's empty. I mean, I don't see anything we could do here to disable that camera other than shooting it, which I guess that we have to do. It should at least make the total non-issue moving. Okay, but it's maybe a little bit sloppy, but messy, but what can we do? Wash our dirty hands maybe. Soy food, good idea. Oh, I'm not quite sure. Okay, the turret is inert wide without the camera moving. Okay, anything else in the room? Okay, baton. It doesn't rely on energy, does it though? Oh, it doesn't tell me there's no room in our inventory, so what's the problem here, game? We have a baton, but it's a stun baton, not the same thing, you know? But it's just gonna grab it, I'm sorry. It's a bit strange. Okay, so this is our first newspaper of the campaign. A lesson for the United States President. Well, I'm not quite sure what to make of that here, but it's interesting. We'll be learning more about this universe as we continue with the campaign, of course. Yeah, accuracy, but I want to pick it up here, ideally, right? Yeah, why can we not pick up this baton? I'm not quite sure about this. Alright, well, hopefully our other items are still recoverable at least. And they seem to be. Yeah, we did the baton because it doesn't rely on energy, of course. Okay, there's a security computer terminal. I suppose we should have the code for that, ideally. Alright, so it is the security terminal, is it not? I guess it doesn't put them in automatically. So let's just see about our message log. I think we have it here someplace. Yeah, just say here, right? Okay, NSF, no, that cannot be. That's a different type of terminal. This door is, of course... Okay, we can lockpick it open, and we can also shoot it open if we wanted to. I guess I've used the lockpick. Because apparently we are an embarrassment to mankind once again.
Get me a weapon.
Hello there, Agent.
Glad you're not hurt, Agent.
Command should not have left us to be surrounded.
Risk is part of the job. I think you lucked out this time.
Agent Navarra and I were ready to go in, but for no reason they said pull back. I do not retreat. Please give me a weapon and move out of the way.
Sure, take my knife, even though, well, I guess, why not? Take my knife.
Take my knife.
It's probably an insult to him, I would
Will be
figure.
adequate. I will secure this level. You proceed up the stairs to the command center at the top.
Okay, by the way, classic augmentations, as in the previous two games, they're considered obsolete in this universe. Okay, with a knife, really. Okay. But we still have our knife, don't we? No, we don't, right? But we hotkey the other item here as our secondary. I think it's fine. Yeah, this one. Yeah, why can we not pick up the baton here? I'm a little confused by that. You can go free, no problem, I see. I guess it would make a difference right now anyway, wouldn't it? But ideally we don't want to attract additional opposition this way. That's to be on the safe side. But it may not be that easy, as you can tell. But it can be done, even though it doesn't look like we can squeeze between the crate and the ceiling. Oh, we can actually drink from the fountain. Oh, isn't that nice? But I don't think over here any specific body parts, would you think? That's unlikely. And by the way, in case you're wondering, we do have a data board, certainly. We keep notes of all the pins we come across and the account numbers. But these are not presented here as an option, so I had to write it down on a piece of paper. You know? Like in old times. Like in DOS games, you know? Something like that. But it does work, and we withdrew 200 bucks, incidentally.
This account has been locked, pending investigation.
Good, that's always good. And this game we can actually turn off lamps on our desire. Or there's something. Maybe also get a soda. Probably not a free soda. No, 2 credits. Well, I guess I see we pay for our credit card with the NFC, right? Yeah, okay, that's unbecoming of an officer there, JC. Alright, so we have to go for the front entrance now, I believe. I don't think there's another way to take, right? I don't think so, because we already checked out the 2 balconies there. So it must be for the other side then. Circling all the way around. Well, isn't that lovely? Yeah, there we go. There's our flight of stairs, by the way. Now we have to proceed up here in some way or another. Weiter wie zweitert.
Gunther has re-established contact. He says you helped him escape. Good work.
Why, thank you, sir. So let's just see who's on top here, waiting for some punishment. I suppose we should probably try to interrogate this leader of theirs. I don't hear any movement just yet.
Some news, JC. The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague vaccine Ambrosia. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post. We'd like to interrogate him.
Okay, we can try that, but we are completely out of non-lethal options, except for the crossbow, which of course is of dubious utility. Well, you do have a gas grenade now, which also works as a gas mine, just have to use it differently. They explained that in the tutorial. Right, and okay, we can also invest 150 skill points into pistol accuracy, you know, could be a good idea once we return to UNATCO headquarters. Well, Peekaboo, anyone around? Yes, the answer. Oh, that's not great. Well, what can I do here? Alright, the terrorist leader must be up here somewhere. Well, we do have a gas grenade, don't we? I guess it may be a good opportunity to use it. and see if it's less lethal, indeed lethal.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's right. That probably would be my response as well, I would figure. So, okay, by the way, I have a hotkey. I'm not quite sure. It must be oopsie on my part because it was a long recording session. I see it's less than before. We should probably then do something about that before they regain their composure. There we go. Does it take care of business? I should hope it does. Otherwise, it's all I have for now. There's no charges remaining for our stun gun, incidentally. I was also unable to pick up the baton for whatever reason. Okay, just wait for the gas to dissipate and we talk to the leader here somewhere. Okay, are they dead or unconscious? Unconscious, right? Doesn't need something. Okay, pistol ammo, that's essential right now, as it would seem. And some buckshot. Okay then, so as you can see, JC is in a bit of a bad state right now. Hopefully not a bad state of mind. So, where's the leader?
Easy. We want you to take this one alive and conscious. Find out what you can about the shipment, then turn him over to one of the troopers.
Alright, well, I'll do my best. I'm not exactly the great conversationalist, you know. Oh, that must be him then. Oh, freeze, I think. You're under arrest, sir. But I don't think he's going to do anything anyway other than surrender. Alright, just put the pistol away because I do believe it does make an impact in this game as well.
Don't shoot. I surrender.
So you think you know better than FEMA what to do with this month's ambrosia shipment?
Yeah, FEMA again,
You're
right?
too late. It's on its way back to the people, and you can't do a damn thing about it.
Why, JC?
Tell me about the shipment, and I'll order the troops to pick you up as a prisoner instead of a corpse.
Ask away. We already won this round.
Where are you
I'm
taking
confident
it?
there, sir.
We're just giving ordinary people the same chance to survive as the bureaucrats in Washington.
You'll have to unload in New York because the choppers would spot you at sea.
I think the government made the plague on purpose to get rid of the population growth.
That's completely unreasonable to assume.
Well done.
We
I
learned
will
something
pass on your
interesting in
orders
other
to the
games, of
troopers.
course.
Report back to base on the west side of the island. Mission complete.
Yeah, mission complete, but it wasn't exactly a smooth sailing, was it though? Okay. Augmentation canister could be a decent one, you think?
The chief finally let us loose. We were right behind you and cut through them like a hot knife through butter.
Well, friends, as you can see, JC is certainly worse for wear, and the same applies to the player, because it was a super long recording session here once again. And I can only apologize for having to reload a couple of times, because I'm playing the game for the first time. As it turns out, it's just as difficult as I thought it would be, because it was released in 2000, right? Okay, so hopefully we learned some valuable lessons we can put into practice here next episode after our debriefing at the UNETCO headquarters. But otherwise, I think we have one canister to pick a new augmentation once it is available. You can upgrade some skills, including, and most importantly, pistol specialization, I would figure. Maybe, but it's too expensive right now. But otherwise, we're already carting around too many items. And I did put the accuracy upgrade on the pistol, incidentally, in case you're wondering. Yeah, augmentation canister. Okay, it can only be installed with the help of a medboard. Interesting. And it can add a muscle, whatever it may be, in combat speed. Interesting. But I do hope we have a person locker back at the UNETCO headquarters, because we're already carting around too many items, and this inventory, well, it's just Tetris inventory, and I don't like it, incidentally. Okay, but otherwise I think it's all we can do for today, so as usual, I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.